Front matter of how to analyse people on sight. This reading by Carl Manchester 2010. How to analyse people on sight through the science of human analysis. The 5 human types. By Elsie Lincoln Benedict and Ralph Paine Benedict. Printed and bound by the Roycrofters at their shops in East Aurora, New York. Copyright 1921 by Elsie Lincoln Benedict and Ralph Paine Benedict. All rights reserved. We thank you. To the following men and women we wish to express our appreciation for their share in the production of this book. To Durran J. H. Ward, Ph.D., formerly of the Anthropology Department of Harvard University, who, as the discoverer of the 4th human type, has added immeasurably to the world's knowledge of human science. To Raymond H. Lufkin, of Boston, who made the illustrations for this volume scientifically accurate. To the Roycrofters of East Aurora, whose artistic workmanship made it into a thing of beauty. And, last but not least, to Sarah H. Young, of San Francisco, our business manager, whose efficiency correlated all these and placed the finished product in the hands of our students. The authors, New York City, June 1921. Dedicated to our students. Contents. Human analysis. Chapter 1. The alimentive type, the enjoyer. Chapter 2. The thoracic type, the thriller. Chapter 3. The muscular type, the worker. Chapter 4. The osseous type, the stayer. Chapter 5. The cerebral type, the thinker. Chapter 6. Types that should and should not marry each other. Chapter 7. Vocations for each type. What leading newspapers say about Elsie Lincoln Benedict and her work. Over 50,000 people heard Elsie Lincoln Benedict at the City Auditorium during her 6 weeks lecture engagement in Milwaukee. Milwaukee Leader, April 2nd, 1921. Elsie Lincoln Benedict has a brilliant record. She is like a fresh breath of Colorado ozone. Her ideas are as stimulating as the health-giving breezes of the Rockies. New York Evening Mail, April 16th, 1914. Several hundred people were turned away from the Masonic Temple last night, where Elsie Lincoln Benedict, famous human analyst, spoke on how to analyze people on sight. Asked how she could draw and hold a crowd of 3,000 for a lecture, she said, "Because I talk on the one subject on earth in which every individual is most interested, himself." Seattle Times, June 2nd, 1920. Elsie Lincoln Benedict is a woman who has studied deeply under genuine scientists and is demonstrating to thousands at the auditorium each evening that she knows the connection between an individual's external characteristics and his inner traits. Minneapolis News, November 7th, 1920. Elsie Lincoln Benedict is known nationally, having conducted lecture courses in many of the large eastern cities. Her work is based upon the practical methods of modern science, as worked out in the world's leading laboratories, where exhaustive tests are applied to determine individual types, talents, vocational bents, and possibilities. San Francisco Bulletin, January 25th, 1919. It's not how much you know, but what you can do that counts. End of front matter.